So good morning everybody and a very warm welcome to Mildenhall and Vollmer, and today is a thank you video and an unboxing video today. This has come about in a pretty unexpected way really. I've always said from day one of this channel, and it might sound like a bit of a broken record, but I'll say it again in any case. My channel is not monetized and I'm not intending to, and any commercials or ads that may appear on my channel has nothing to do with me if they turn up when you watch them. Like I said, this channel hasn't been monetized from day one and I don't intend to monetize it, and that is because I've always done this purely for the love of the hobby, and I'm not doing it for fame or fortune. I'm not doing it as a business or anything like this, or and that's just how it is. And I don't mean that in a derogatory sense to any other YouTubers or subscribers or friends that I know that do it, because everyone has their own reasons. But from my point of view and from my channel, I just don't monetize it because those are the reasons. But that hasn't stopped the generosity of people contacting me and doing things for me, and I'm always appreciative of what people do for me, because it just means that people are doing things for you because they genuinely care and they genuinely want to, and that's how I prefer to receive things or be given things if people do so. It isn't like people are being prompted with click here for my channel, click here to donate to Patreon or to whatever. And to me, that no, I want people to watch my channel because they enjoy it and because they feel they get something out of it. And if they contact me because they want to give me something, it's because they genuinely want to give me something. So I've been chatting to a subscriber of mine called John Barnes. Lovely man. I've been talking to him for some time now. And on Facebook the other day, I put up a video. Well, I say a video, it was a clip. And it was up to do with my Class 50, which I recently received. And I stuck it behind some Pullman coaches. Ahead of some Pullman coaches, I should say. And so I did a short clip of it running with some Pullman coaches behind the 50. And he made a lovely comment about how much he liked it. And he thought it was a really nice video, or words to that effect. And we've been chatting on Messenger, and I sort of said, well, thank you so much. It's really nice of you to say. And I did say, ideally, by the looks of things, I could do with getting another coach to make up the rake of 6, to make it up to a rake of 6, because currently I've got 5. And I said to him, just off the cuff, if I had 6, it probably would be better, to be honest, but 5 is good. So anyway, he turns around and he says to me that if you go to your local model shop, you'll be able to pick one up and it won't cost you anything. And I'm like, I don't know how you work that one out, and I sort of replied and I said, look, as friendly as I am with Paul, I don't think he'll be giving me stuff away. And he said to me basically, you don't get it, you don't understand, and I sort of knew what he was getting at, but I couldn't really believe it, to be honest. And so he said to me, look, just go down to your model shop and I've left a little something down there for you. And sure enough, today I went to my local model shop and I was talking to Paul, And he says to me, "Oh, hello, Susanna. It's nice to see you." I said, "I need to talk to you." And I was like, "Okay. Um, so what's going on?" So he said, "Do you still want the other 50?" And I'm like, "Eh?" He said, "Do you still want the other 50? Because I had your name down for the other 50 as well." And I said, I said to him, "Look, after my 50 that I've just got, I'm perfectly happy with the one, to be honest, because it isn't quite right, as we all know. Um, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. But I'm not going to." I said to him, I said, "Look, I haven't got the money to get the other one anyway." And I said to him, "Anyway, I need to talk to you." I said, "Do you know anything about a donation, possible donation?" And he said, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about." I said, "What?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, um, your subscriber has left you a gift." And I'm like, "Okay." So I sort of understood that that was possible, but I don't know the ins and outs of it and how much was what this gift was or what it entitled and whatever. So he told me how much that John Barnes had kindly left at the model shop in Auburn. And I was absolutely gobsmacked by the amount. Because, like I said, I don't ask for anything, and I'm not into asking people for anything, and I'm not into Patreon and donations and stuff like that. I don't. And I've been very fortunate, like I said, that many YouTubers have donated so much stuff to me and given me so much to me that I'm just so grateful, no matter how big or small. Um, as we all know, and I've said this before, I've had Michael Lawrence has given me trucks and the straddlers and a crane. Alan's given me the Pullman coaches, 4 of them, plus the Elite, not to mention some other bits and pieces that he's sent over throughout the time that I've known him. Rachel over at Mini Assassin given me the back wall. And then John has also done me some relay boxes, and I generally made some genuine friends. And he also gave me the bus, not forgetting the bus. I nearly did, but I didn't. So I've made some wonderful friends here on YouTube, and I'm just so grateful. And so what did I actually pick up? Let's just get to the point in terms of what did I actually get from the local model shop. Well, it wasn't the 50, let me tell you that. I am happy with Defiance. I know a lot of people have sent it back and said it's the wrong blue, and I totally get that. I know some people have had some quality control issues with them, and I get that. But as the layout sort of nears completion, and I'm not saying it is completed, but by any stretch, but a lot of to do with my layout now is to do with lots of little bits and pieces, rather than huge construction work. A lot of it now is to do with little bits and pieces to do. But something I have been wanting to do is I've been wanting to improve my wagons. And even before I found out about this donation, I wanted to get better wagons and better rolling stock in general. And it makes such a huge difference to the layout. And so what I got from Paul was something that I've been wanting for a very, very long time. So the gift from John was, Paul actually had 6 of these wagons. So they were wagons, they're all the same wagons, but there were 6 of them in total. I purchased 2 and the other 4 was kindly came from John, and they're absolutely brilliant wagons. I love them to bits. I've been wanting them for a long time, and I've ended up having a rake of them, and I'm so happy. So let me show you what they are. Like I said, it isn't my usual unboxing. That I don't know what it is. On this occasion, I knew what I was going to get once I knew what the donation was. But they're absolutely beautiful wagons. So they are Dapple Network Rail double O gauge J&A Falcon wagons, and I'll show you the label on the end. Now, I was quite fortunate that although he had 6, they were all different numbered. I mean, to be honest, it wouldn't have bothered me in any case. But the thing is with Dapple wagons is I've got some IOAs which I've recently weathered, which I showed you in the preview. I think it was the video before last, and I weathered them up, and they look really, really nice. And I tend to do the same to these. But let me just show you what they actually look like. This is them, and they come in this ice cube packaging, and we tend to see them a lot here in the south, well, around the country really, but I know I've seen a lot of these in the south, especially around Eastleigh, and Colas tend to use a lot of these. I'm after a Batman Colas 17. I still haven't been able to find one. I'd love to get one of those, but I don't have one of those yet. So maybe I'm going to keep my eye out and see if there's one that pops up on the second-hand market. But still, these are absolutely stunning wagons. They really are. And they run lovely. They all. They look a bit too yellow at the moment, which is why I want to dirty them up and weather them up. But the detailing is absolutely fantastic on them. And there are 6 of these in total. 4 from John and 2 additional ones, because he only had 6 left, and so therefore I just took the whole 6. And these are absolutely beautiful wagons. And the thing is, the price of these wagons is something that I'd expect to pay for this sort of wagon. And this particular wagon, I think he had a couple of older ones, so they were slightly cheaper, which were £22.50 or something, and the newer ones were £23.35 or something. So even if you said £23.35, these wagons are absolutely stunning, and you can stick them in a yard somewhere, and they equally look good even just as an odd 1 or 2 to stick on the side of a wagon. And they run absolutely beautifully. They go well with Colas, they go well with GB rail freight as well, but generally any freight loco really. But they do look nice, because I like the contrast of the blue GBRF 66 with the yellow wagons, which look really good, which is the whole reason why I actually resprayed the IOAs, because the when I saw the 66 weathered, I thought I'm going to have a go, because I'd already had the frame dirt, and I thought I'm going to have a go at weathering these, and they've come out so well. And when you look at these, as lovely as they are brand new, look at all the detailing on the bottom as well. They're just absolutely beautiful, but they do need to be dirtied up, just to take the edge off the yellow. And the thing is, these particular J&As, I think they're getting more and more tricky to get hold of. Although Dapple are quite good at re-releasing stock that sell out, and but I know I have seen a few knocking about on eBay and stuff like that, but they are getting more and more difficult to get hold of, because obviously Network Rail is very popular, but these J&As, it's just, I mean, for the price, like I said, 23 quid, even for the more expensive ones, you know, I know Batman sort of sells this type of wagon and they sell it for a lot more. So I think there's more of a chance of you creating a decent rake with this kind of wagon. So, John, um, thank you so much for your donation. This is where your donation went. It went on these wagons. It went on 4 of these wagons, and they are absolutely beautiful. And they're currently behind my 60 because that's what's on the layout at the moment. My Cola 66 is pulling the IOAs, which I will bring round so you can see the difference. So I'm going to take you to the layout and just see them all lined up. So here is the J&A on the layout. I think it looks absolutely wonderful, to be honest. Very nice rake indeed. They're beautiful. So they just need to be ground up a little bit and get some loads into them. I have done some research on YouTube. Something I like to do whenever I get a locomotive or something, try and get some wagons and things that will match and that it can run with. And these wagons are, and in fact it'd actually go with my aggregate 66 as well, since that will look quite nice behind that as well. I've seen that do that as well. So I'm just going to bring in the Cola 66 with the IOA so you can see the difference. So just coming into shot now is my Colas 66 with its rake of IOA wagons, and you can see the difference in the yellows. The yellow was exactly the same as that on the J&As before I weathered them up, so you can see how much of a difference that makes just toning them down. If I stop this about here, you can see the difference in height and in length between the 2 wagons. But I love them both. So I'm really pleased with both sets of wagons that I have, and I'm now accumulating a really good rake of wagons. I've got the tankers and the HIAs. I'm probably going to respray my my short TTA tankers and make them all the same as well, because they look a bit too, they just look like they've just been shoved together rather than as a consistent rake. So that's something that I'm probably looking to do. So now it's just a case of improving my wagons, improving the rakes, the lengths and stuff like that. So you've got a good range of trains to run on the layout. So just before I go, I'd like to say a big massive thank you to John Barnes once again for his donation and what he's contributed to the layout. It's just, I've said this before as well, even though it's my layout, it does feel like it's everyone's layout, because there's bits of a lot of people who've contributed towards this layout, and I think it's absolutely amazing. So I'd like to say thank you once again to John for his donation and for those beautiful J&A wagons. I'd just like to say thank you in general to everybody who's contributed towards this layout, no matter how big or small, no matter what the items are. I've made some wonderful friends here on YouTube and met some wonderful people. So I'm so grateful for that. I'd also like to thank a few people and those who've sent me Christmas cards as well, which is really sweet. So John sent me a Christmas card, Alan and Barbara sent me a Christmas card. I did actually get that, so just a quick little FYI, Alan, I did receive your Christmas card as well. So, you know, there's a number of people who've just, friendships are just amazing on here. I've made some absolutely amazing friends, friends forever and stuff, you know, it's just absolutely been brilliant. So I'm just so grateful to everybody. Like I said, you know, the generosity is just immense and I'm just so happy. So I want to do a running session at some point soon. I don't know when that will be, whether it be before Christmas. I'm not sure what's happening to my Christmas now because I think my Christmas is kind of messed up because of the coronavirus. So I'm a bit miffed about that. I'm not sure what's happening, whether I'm going to get to see my family or not. I'd like to, but to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen because, as we all know, London's gone into tier 3. Where I am, I'm currently in tier 2, and so it doesn't look like I'll be seeing my family over the festive period, and I don't really want to take any chances either. So and I'm also working over the festive period as well, and so I haven't got much time to sort of be off and see family and then come back to work. So I'm not sure how my Christmas is going to pan out, but I'd like to thank everybody who has contributed to my layout, and that, because that's a real gift to have friendships and gifts that have been given to me. It's just absolutely immense. So again, once again, thank you so much, John Barnes, for the wagons. And like I said, I'm so truly thankful to everybody who have contributed towards this layout. It's just absolutely brilliant. So until the next time, it's bye from Mildenhall and Vollmer. Goodbye.